We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
From the gun is Prescott. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Oh, giving it to the wide receiver on 3rd and short. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signature play to end that drive, and you know this in the NFL. For an explosive run for a touchdown, it takes everybody. Everybody up front doing their job, the receivers on the perimeter. That was just job well done.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Into a crowd, and the defender jumps up with it. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Kill.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Short pass brought in. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under. Go right in. Go. Get out there. 26.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Going to the ground again on first. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Niners 11-yard line.
They try again with Williams. This is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and goal, Prescott. Brought in. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull out in front for their 13th hit. George Pickens the touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Isaac Gorindo to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Into the hands of Kittle. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
He's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Running back sent in motion. From the gun is Purdy. Won't get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. They get 6 and a first down as well.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming here from the 12. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. Running in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's Dak. He set up the screen here to land. And I'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's the design run. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
He was taken down.
Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll fire ahead for a few. It's 3rd down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This a 54-yarder.
54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
First and 10 from the 32. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Purdy looking to throw. McCaffrey gets the first and still running. And he's down to the 42-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield and just run the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Purdy throwing here on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down. A give left side to McCaffrey. They're working a couple yards past the line. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We'll cobble together a yard there. Willie Cooker with the tackle.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Get set, go.
They kick the running back in motion. Now Purdy. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. New back motion's right. Purdy trying on fourth down. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains. They'll come up on first and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Dose of the hurry up here. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. It's his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
Is Mick there? They had to have that one. He really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Return coming from the 14. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to stop this drive. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
We're going to 54. Here we go.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. All right, hey, kill.
The receiver gets it again, and they're keeping him busy. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. 49ers into the dime defensively, 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to 53.
Looking to throw. He's got it, complete to Pickens. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet. We've got a flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So the task gets tougher. They're setting up for 4th down. He's back to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he has this down to the 34. It's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
We're going to 54.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. And just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll still have some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
On third down, here's Williams. He has the Cowboys' first down block. That should clinch. This win for him.
I'll be honest with you, seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
Not much time left on the play clock. Brian Schottenheimer's going to get a timeout here. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This one from an even 40 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a two-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Get set. 18.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. Big gain. 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18. What's up?
Purdy throwing here. Finds him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Now he gets it stopped with a spike. 14 seconds remaining. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Get set.
Here he is to throw. Sends this to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Outside. Wait. Yellow.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push deep downfield. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. Well, we know they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, Brock. We saw it, but it can be so tough to win on the road. And there's some dejected faces now as they leave this football field.
Oh, and that flight home, it's going to be a long one, a silent one, as they ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin, even on the road. And heading home just gives them all extra time to think about what went wrong, but more importantly, how to fix it.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start, and off we go from Arlington. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
For an opener, Purdy to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, 49ers.
First down, 49ers.
Get set.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 26 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing again is Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Get set. Get set.
Here's Purdy again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Third down, Purdy. He's got a man, that's Kittle. And he's in! George Kittle! Touchdown, San Francisco. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Dak going to put it up right away. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
48-yard line.
Going to work it to Lamb on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out.
To throw on first down is Purdy. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
53. Outside. 18. Watch out. 21.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front.
Yellow. Get set. Yellow. Uno. 18. Yellow.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Then we're going to 53. Yes, 23.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 31. Here is second down and 6. Here's a handoff to Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's down. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have it for this half.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming. Guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Throwing again is Purdy. He'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He's got his man. Complete to Pearson. 1st and 10. And in motion here is Jennings. Slot man going to move in motion left. They'll go play action with Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Rolling right. Just trying avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
18! Watch out! Yellow. Go ahead. Yellow.
Back to the air is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Again in the air for Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak can throw it here on first down. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Yeah, here we go. Wide.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Yeah. Here we go. Wide.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Williams gets it on the draw. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut the lead down to 4.
17.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Prescott on first down. He'll get back to Javonte Williams. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
Of 18. And the Cowboys first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He had touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
34-yard line.
And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest game.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what the...
Good blocking, and he's in. Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. He's going to air this one out. And this will be incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On second down, Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Huge loss on the play. It's second down.
Purdy now on second down. Open man downfield is Kittle. This has been bizarre. From second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down. Here's a third down and 4. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to tie things up. And this is blocked. They got it.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
First down, Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Purdy on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
18, watch out.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10?
18, yellow.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Get set, get set.
And the 49ers first down.
Kittle is the man in motion. Throwing again is Purdy. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now, 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Into the hands of Pickens. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid gain.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Dak facing 3rd and long. Wells, another catch for his favorite target.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw is Dak. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.